The Dusty Shelf bookstore. It smelled like old paper and adventures. Sunlight streamed through the dusty windows. The light danced on the spines of countless books. Each book held a world waiting to be discovered. The floorboards creaked with every step. They whispered stories of all who had wandered these aisles before. The Dusty Shelf wasn't just a bookstore. It was a sanctuary for the soul. Stepping inside felt like coming home. The air buzzed with quiet energy. People whispered about their favorite characters. Others sat tucked away in comfy armchairs. They were lost in faraway lands. Time seemed to slow down within these walls. The outside world faded away. The Dusty Shelf was more than a place to buy books. It was a place to connect with stories. It was a place to connect with people who loved stories as much as you did. It was a place to belong. Mr. Thompson owned the Dusty Shelf. He had kind eyes and a love for every book in his store. He knew exactly where to find any title you were looking for. Sometimes he even remembered what you had read last. He would recommend something new with a twinkle in his eye. Miss Rose was a regular. She loved poetry and always smelled faintly of lavender. Every Tuesday, she hosted a poetry reading in the corner. Everyone was welcome. She encouraged young writers to share their work. Then there was Daniel. Daniel was a shy boy who loved fantasy novels. He found solace and adventure within their pages. The Dusty Shelf became his refuge. It was here that he discovered the power of his own voice. He started sharing his own stories at the bookstore's writing group. These were just a few of the people who breathed life into the Dusty Shelf. Each person brought their own story. They shared their love of reading with everyone around them. One rainy afternoon, a young woman named Sarah wandered into the Dusty Shelf. She was lost and heartbroken. Mr. Thompson, sensing her sadness, recommended a book of poetry. The words resonated with Sarah's pain. They offered her a glimmer of hope. Weeks later, she returned to thank Mr. Thompson. She said the book had changed her life. Another time, a local author held a book signing at the store. The place was packed. People lined up to meet him. Among them was young Daniel. Daniel was clutching his own notebook filled with stories. The author took the time to talk to Daniel. He encouraged Daniel to keep writing. Daniel's eyes shone with inspiration. He realized that his dreams could become reality. These moments, big and small, wove a tapestry of shared experiences. They made the Dusty Shelf a place of unexpected connections. The bookstore was a testament to the power of stories to heal and inspire. In a world dominated by screens and instant gratification, the Dusty Shelf was a refuge. It was a reminder of the simple pleasure of getting lost in a good book. It was a reminder of the importance of human connection. In a time of increasing isolation, places like the Dusty Shelf were more important than ever. The Dusty Shelf was a testament to the enduring power of stories. It was a place where those stories came alive. It was a place where people came together to share their love of reading. The Dusty Shelf proved that even in the digital age, the magic of a bookstore could not be replicated. The Dusty Shelf wasn't just a bookstore, it was the heart and soul of the community. It was a place where everyone could find a story and a connection that would stay with them long after they closed their books.